Okay, so I guess I should make an update video with the Laguna. For those that do know, I'm having the heads milled just to clean them up. They had 200 almost 70,000 miles on them. Who knows if they've ever been milled? They didn't look flat. They had a lot of blotchiness to them, so it's easier to do it now than it is when water jets the out from the inside to the outside and becomes a head gasket problem later. So it's easier to do it now and not worry about it. Outside of that, the car is ready to go. I mean, once I get that back, I'm going to clean the block surface up, head gasket. Well, first I actually have to blow out all the holes. So I want to get into that. I was on one of the forums today, just an LS forum, and someone was talking about snapped studs. And I don't know if this was this guy's case, but it is a common occurrence, and it has happened to many of people. If you don't blow water or any kind of liquid out of that hole, I don't care if you even, so if you know how to install studs, you have to back them off like a certain amount of turn just so they're not bottomed out. If you didn't know, when they turn and try to compress fluid, fluid's not compressible, no matter what it is. So here's the deal. That's the problem with a lot of people is they leave water or you clean it up with brake clean or God knows what, WD-40, whatever, and you leave the liquid in the hole and then you put stud in. Well, when you go to torque that stud, you're going to over torque it because you're having to put more pressure on it to get it to hit that number, basically. Anyway, that's what snaps a lot of studs in the LS place. This happens in all motors in general, but I see it a lot with LSs, and I'm sure you guys will tell me that it's everywhere. Anyway, so watch out for that. When you're building a motor, blow the holes out before you put your head studs in. And really, that goes for any bolt. I mean, again, you don't put water, you don't compress water or fuel or fluids of any kind. So there's that. Next on the list here, I'm going to try and polish the exhaust while I'm waiting on the heads. So I'm not making it look perfect, just good enough for who it is for, this guy. Okay, so just to start off with, this is not how I planned to spend my Friday night, and I'd never guessed that this would happen, but we sort of had to go on a mission. This is kind of an odd situation, and while I am on this mission, I got bad news too, so after I show you what we're doing, I'll explain that a little bit more in detail of the bad news that I've gotten. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you exactly how my Friday night is going. Never seems to surprise me of what I get myself into. So anyway, I'm going to show you what's going on here. So if you can't see that in front of me, that is my dad and our rollback, and it's on 6 wheels instead of 8 because 2 blowouts on the same side. Now, the bad part is all of the tires are pretty much dry rot. Like the one has a maybe 3/16 size gap in between rubber where it's dry rotted. So right now we're driving on about approximately 3 good tires and the rest are junk. And yeah, I think he's really excited to get the new truck because the new truck tires are rated better and they are a good size where you can find them. So yes, it is. Yeah, it's just great. This is really great. I mean, never would have dreamed that this would be what I'm doing on a Friday night. I was supposed to be going to the courthouse to get my court date to get the Laguna title thing flattened out or whatever, so that I can, do that. That was plan aborted. That's all I can say. But let me go over the bad news. While I was sitting there waiting for us to go start driving after we got the wheels and tires swapped, I looked down at my phone to see a video from our machinist. His name's Mark Howell. He does an amazing job, and he delivered some bad news. So, for those of you who don't know, last year the freeze plugs out of my cylinder heads on my LS came out, and came out twice after we put new ones back in it and made the race. Why is the question? Let me answer that. The heads are cracked in 2 spots. So that's the reason we're getting coolant pressure. It's only big enough that when it expands, I've seen it with my own eyes, the video proves it, that it's coming through. And I mean, it's like minuscule. Like, you're talking a few PSI, 1 or 2, and it bleeds off. Nothing crazy. Like, we're not pressurizing the coolant with 30 pounds. No, we're talking 1 to 2 PSI, because all is it's going to pressurize at. But just enough over what the normal coolant pressure is supposed to be to, So now I got to go get another set of heads, which Sunday is probably going to be my goal, or Monday. Well, I can't go Monday. So most likely, crap. I'm going through my own plan in my head, and none of it's working right now. But anyway, so yeah, I got to go find heads from somewhere. Yeah, this is great. I'm just watching those tires. I'm just terrified that one of them's going to pop. I probably should keep an eye on them. But it's okay. We're almost home. Anyway, like I was saying, I want to raise some money. Maybe I won't raffle the heads off. They're not really a mantelpiece, if you know what I'm saying. Since we're on Mexican roads, the federales were just back there, and I just want to make sure they're not following us, because federales don't like this kind of stuff we're doing. We're in Mexico. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna get off here because it's starting to get really hot in here, and I don't have the AC on, and both my hands are being used. So I will update you when we're home. So yeah, enjoyable evening. Hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday, and I will see you in the next video.